Hello my friends, I still cannot sleep and Russians too, you see why. They lost one more warehouse in Moscow region. It's not Wildberries, it is something different, but still it's the warehouse. It's kind of big and it influences the Russian economy in the same way as Wildberries, or as many say, blueberry factories. Nah, that's too late already. And here's this industrial area in Kaledino, Moscow region, and this storage was hit, 3PL, maybe, that's the name, and this is the biggest Wildberry storage in Russia. As for today, drones did not reach it, but everything is possible in the coming days. Ukraine is very serious in hurting Russian infrastructure. Here's the cloud across the road. It's not that huge, but still, it is fantastic. Every day in Russia looks like that. And what I like about this Russian car, some Ricky Morty stickers. This is kind of unusual. And here's how it happened. A single drone went there, dived down, kaboom, and we see lots of the Wildberries employees. Probably they were warned ahead about the incoming strike and they're a little bit dissatisfied. Oh, a fire brigade. I didn't see those in St. Petersburg a few days ago when the local Wildberries went on fire. My friends, before we continue, I want to tell you about the partner of the channel, it's Ground News. Yes, today I'm saying about our main sponsor and the only sponsor of the channel, well, except you, of course. Your support also matters, but I'm very proud of cooperation with this platform. This is basically a news aggregator that gives the information from all around the world about the events happening, so major events, and also it has a separate part for Ukraine. So, news about Ukraine and Trump to host Netanyahu, Zelensky as Ukraine-Iran wars reach critical stages. So this is the article, more than 200 news sources report about it, so we have the bias distribution, initial explanation about the news themselves, and all of the media sources, which you may check out yourself. And just before clicking, you see the headline, the name of the source, the factuality report. For example, this WHDH is a very high factuality, and also you see the ownership of the media, so it's the media conglomerate Sunbeam Television, so it's not the independent media, so you may check out different sources if you want. I usually compare around 3 media sources if I want to search for a particular topic or if the news are interesting. Well, this meeting could be promising, could be not. Some sources told that Trump changed his attitude towards Ukraine, towards Zelensky personally. Well, we'll see. I will tell you after the meeting is over, because with Donald Trump, you never know. He is an unpredicted person. So the ground news is awesome because you have all of the information from all of the media in the same platform. And I use it every morning to get updated about the situation which happened the last night or the last day. For me also to give the information for you. So if it is about legacy media, I always check ground news and it works perfectly fine, and I was using it even before our cooperation with the ground news. So guys, please check out my link, it's ground.news/Dennis. It is out there in the video description below, or you may scan the QR code available on the screen. And I suggest you to subscribe for the Vantage plan and you'll have 40% of discount. By the way, Vantage plan gives you the full access to the features of the platform. That is what I use, and it really helps me to get updated about absolutely everything. But for me, of course, it is important to get the news about Ukraine, and I'm very happy that Ground News points the separate attention to the war in Ukraine or the news from Ukraine. Ground News, thank you so much for sponsoring this video, for your partnership, and guys, thank you so much for clicking the link, because that is how you support the job that I do here. Thank you so much, and let's continue. It seems like I saw her before, even put on my thumbnail. Lots of her goods just burned down in Moscow, and she says that Wildberries blocked all sellers from withdrawing money from the platform. So not just Wildberries blocks all of the items, the goods, they cannot take those out from those warehouses, but also if they sell those goods, they receive money not straight to the bank account. They receive money to the special account of Wildberries. But now the withdrawal of their own money from the Wildberries account is not possible. Interesting. So Wildberries is no more in this case. You trade the real goods for virtual money on your account that you cannot use. You can just spectate millions of rubles potentially, yeah, which are yours, but those are just the numbers. You cannot fill them, you cannot withdraw to the real bank account. Wow. Mademoiselle, Ukraine didn't do it. It's your freaking Wildberries. Ukraine just hits the warehouses, but Ukraine is not blocking your account. So entrepreneurs who suffered losses in the fire, including myself, can't even partially cover their debts using the funds sitting in their Wildberries seller account balances. They cannot withdraw those. Alright, we have the report coming from Crimea. This is the southern part of it, that there were some of the kabooms happening. Well, so far we don't know what exactly happened there and whether it was the military infrastructure or not, but Ukrainian drones are visiting Crimea every night, mostly hurting Russian energy or military infrastructure. Sorry guys, I cannot show you this video fully, but this ship was hit. The ship was damaged and it was transporting some of the Russian goods. It was attacked in the Black Sea, so basically both of the sides, Ukraine and Russia, just flatline all of the vessels out there. In Azov Sea, in Black Sea, for the last couple of days Russia also disabled 30 at least of the ships which were going to Ukrainian ports or from Ukrainian ports. So Russia suffers a lot because it cannot supply Crimea with fuel or oil. And Ukraine suffers as well, because the grain transfer is now only possible via Reni port, and their communication lines, they're not that great. So Odessa port is actually crucial for Ukrainian export, and Ukraine is almost full-scale agricultural country. The grains are needed to the third countries too, but unfortunately the situation for now is escalating, and Odessa port is now almost closed because the main companies, they refuse to operate under the threats coming from the Russian side. You may say, oh, Ukraine started to bomb those Russian ships and Russia now retaliates with the strikes on other ships that go to Odessa ports. But Russia hit those ships before. Well, maybe not at the current large scale, but Russia hit before Odessa infrastructure, port infrastructure, ships. It was on regular basis, but now the scale is bigger and Russia is using even aviation to hit those ships. This guy is crazy.
Вот СВО закончится, чем мы будем заниматься? То есть они настолько увлеклись.
Guys, he's not here. Have you seen his mimics? And it's important what he is telling here about. Once the SMO is over, what are we going to do? And he is like, he's laughing about it. People like million losses, more than a million in the Russian army. Altogether, KIA and wounded. In Ukraine, lots of the losses. For him, it's fun. It's движуха. He was bored. I think that it was the main reason for him to start the war. We're into it, so without SMO, it would be like boring. Guys, this is devil. Yeah, I forgot to put the attention on those military guys accompanying Putin. Yeah, the mimics is especially this guy, like, what the hell are you talking about? Continuation of SMO forever till eternity because you are bored. This guy, it's the tragedy of Russia that this guy is like president and he's completely unhinged and there is no will of the Russian elite at least to replace him somehow. They're afraid. And this guy, he's ruining Russia, actually. With his actions, Russia will be disintegrated as Soviet Union before. I'm sure about it. So it was imminent before, but with the war against Ukraine, he even brought it closer, the collapse of the Russian almost empire. Yeah, at least Putin wants to build a second Soviet Union or a Russian empire. But de facto we see how Russia is burning every night, how Russian army is unable to reach the goals of the special military operation, how Putin celebrates the Navy military parades with the placard submarine. And before, there were tons of parades. It was like the biggest celebration, Russian Navy Day, after their great patriotic war victory day celebration. Yeah, so Navy is important for Russia, always was for the military. And I remember it. I am from Crimea myself, and there was the Russian base. I used to live very close, and they all celebrated that. There were parades. By the way, together with the Ukrainians on the Navy Day. It was crazy, like returning back to that time and understanding that I was watching this Moscow ship, flag ship. I was like, wow, surprise, kind of the big ship. And I couldn't have imagined that I would be cheerful that it is just gone, Neptuned by Ukrainian missiles. Never ever I thought about it when I was a kid watching those ships there. Yeah, completely different reality, which was cracked by this individual who is unhinged. He is sick, and somehow he's out there in power. Okay, this is the Russian Kaliningrad Oblast, or should I call it a Königsberg? A barge? What is this? Ah, this is a pontoon bridge, a part of it. This is the freaking Russian Navy parade, and people watch. Oh, the news from the United States could be encouraging. United States senators announced deal on new Russia-Iran sanctions bill. So Donald Trump asked before to put Iran into this Graham's bill. And by the way, by the time I'm recording this video, there's the funeral ceremony already, and probably Ukrainian president will take part in that. And also there is the meeting, and Donald Trump is kind of cheerful towards Ukrainian president, as I already mentioned you, but we'll see. You never know with Donald Trump. About the bill, it is great, but it just gives opportunity to Donald Trump to introduce those sanctions on Iran, on Russia, but it doesn't obligate Donald Trump to do so. So it's just his will. I would say there are no any changes if the bill is being supported, because if Donald Trump really wants, he will introduce those sanctions as he does towards his allies. Like, for example, Canada. Again, we have some information that he wants more sanctions to apply on friendly or allied states. So still Donny is unhinged, and I don't support him at freaking all. There is tiny little wind of changes. Maybe it is connected to midterm elections, and Ukraine is still popular among Americans. Americans majority, they support Ukraine still. And to look better, maybe Donald Trump also needs to support Ukraine in one or other way. But the real actions, for now, they're different. And also the White House administration before told Ukraine not to strike those shadow fleet vessels in the Black Sea because they cooperate with American Chevron company, or basically operate contracts with Chevron from the Russian Novorossiysk port. So money, business as usual, but those are not the actions that should be done by the White House, especially when Russia is free to strike almost every ship, yeah? Every ship, not almost. Every ship that goes to Odessa port. Kate from Kharkiv, please do not repeat the Oval Office again. Who knows, we'll see. Like, as I tell you, never know. Laura Loomer says that J.D. Vance is reportedly skipping the White House meeting with President Zelensky. Why? JD, what happens to you? But will be presented for the meeting with Netanyahu. Ah, okay. Well, maybe Donald Trump just wants to avoid the similar stuff as it happened before in Oval Office. So with J.D. Vance, it is kind of risky.
In Ukraine.
Laura Loomer holds Ukrainian P soon, P1 son. Well, you already know the translation of those Ukrainian drones.
And you may have seen this drone interceptor recently because...
Happy birthday. It was a birthday of Graham, it seems like. Recently celebrated or what? Well, he was congratulated, and in a couple of days he passed away. Died, basically. Well, personally, I did not like the guy. Like his personality. Yeah, he's kind of sneaky, slicky. But at the same time, I think he was a genuine Ukrainian supporter. Yes, I think so. That's why it's the loss, after all, for Ukraine in general.
Commitment to stand with...
It's like Laura Loomer. Then she turns pro-Ukrainian. It's great. It's fantastic. But still, she's a bitch. I don't like her personality. And yeah, guys, I have a feeling that some big kaboom is coming. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow, but Ukraine is charged for something. I'm not sure what, maybe more Wildberries warehouses, who knows, but something is going to happen. Well, anyways, I'm here and I will report every sort of the news, especially Kaboom news, or what is happening on the front lines. By the way, we have some of the news, but I don't want to make this video ridiculously long. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out the link for the ground news, the only sponsor, like official sponsor of my channel. And I really enjoy that platform, I work with them, and my recommendation for you to check them out. They're fantastic, as you are as well. You are awesome. And my friends, I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.